The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
It has to be Sergio Aguero, the pocket dynamo, a brilliant little player whose squat build gives him that sharper edge in redirecting his movement to escape defenders. He is one.
And he's done it!
And some of the best managers I played for insisted on starting games as you mean to go on. And we've just seen a very important opening goal from an extremely talented individual who looks primed for more. He really does look at it.
Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Listen, it's no surprise to me as to who scored the goal. When you look through this team, he's the standout performer with a whole repertoire of different talents. He'll do for me every time.
It's never easy keeping the ball under control when the pressure's been applied like that. I think he asked too much of himself.
Santon, looking up to see who wants it. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Looking to get within range. And he's there to hoof it away. He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, for me, he had a very decent crack at it, but it has to be said that the odds on those from distance were never really that good, and you'd always favour the keeper in that instance.
Quarter of an hour played. Brian Ruiz. He's long and forward. Oh, he's come flying in. Ranocchia, he's on a run down the left wing. He's had a go!
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and you have to think a little bit more about that.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Patel. Isco. Doing well down the left. Now, what are his options? Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. He's missed another one.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
It's Palacio!
Well, there wasn't much of an appetite to close them down from that range then, but they're taking a bit of a risk because, you know, anybody is capable of a decent strike from there.
And it's Santon. Guarin. Battling down that right flank. Guarin! It's in! They are right back in business. That has brought the house down. What a wonderful hit.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's got them back in it, but it'll be very interesting to see what way they approach it now. Do they settle for that or push for more?
It's Aguero! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, he couldn't have hit that any better, and any other time it would have sneaked in.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Adriano. It's a loose ball. He's gone for it! Oh, he's missed it.
Well, he caught that one right on the meat. Cracking effort.
Ranocchia. Promising run he's making on the right. Pereira. Badel. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Isco. Oh, he's showing a distinct lack of urgency.
Well, look, that's what happens when you're caught in two minds. You just don't know what you're doing.
Santon. Palacio hurtles into the tackle. Palacio! Spectacular from Palacio! Jim, your thoughts?
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away. Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And he's through on goal. Spectacular from Palacio! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal. Well, they've opened a nice gap at this stage, but there's nothing to stop them for trying to widen it a little further.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Palacio with the smoothest one-on-one finish. He is one very cool customer.
I just thought he was alert and direct. There was no messing about. He was.
That is going to be the final action of the first half. Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the second half gets underway. Now it's Ruiz. It's Ruiz! It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Aguero! Aguero! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Kondogbia. Can he get through? It's Kondogbia! That is wayward.
Well, that was a very decent shot from distance. You know, a little less strength and it might have just dipped under the bar. Good effort, though.
Mexes. Pereira. It's gone out for a throw-in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? And that's another throw. Aguero. Real chance. And that's off target. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Guarín. Ranocchia. Isco. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Brian Ruiz. And it's Isco. Isco, there he goes, motoring forward. Seydou Keita. Brian Ruiz. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Isco goes short. Badal. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Mexes. Palacio. He's looking up for options on the left. Palacio. Palacio. Palacio! Sticks it away! They are running riot here!
Palacio showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
4 in the game. He is the man. Palacio going full steam down the flank. Palacio. Chance! Looking to force his way through. Spectacular from Palacio!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
How many more does he want? Oh, glorious footwork! Hit into the middle. It's Ruiz! They've done it!
Well, I think it takes real confidence and a natural technical ability to be able to do that. I think he made it look so easy, and it was anything but. I would have struggled with that big time.
Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Still going. Where to next? Oh, great chance! And a goal! I've given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think there was too much ball watching. Nobody's really looking to see who's drifting into good striking positions, and it's a bad one to give away, it really is.
Seydou Keita. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Seydou Keita pumps it forwards. He's off on a marauding run. Fished it away. And the keeper's well positioned.
Well, there's no messing about with this fella, is there? Just went straight down the middle. If only he could have applied the finish with the same conviction.
Palacio. Oh, he's broken through.
Well, he just ran down a cul-de-sac then. No wonder he lost the ball.
Now it's Palacio. He's away. Palacio! And that's past the post. Oh, you could tell he really wanted that.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Brian Ruiz. Decent progress down the left. And it's Aguero. He's off on a marauding run. Oh, wow! An absolute pile driver. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. It's Isco! It's come loose. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match. They've played it short. Contopia! Mexes. Aguero. Ranocchia. And the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Oh, listen, if you've got that kind of power and that kind of pace in your team, I think you'll plough through most teams. Those central areas tend to be very congested, lots of traffic going on, but it wasn't a problem for them.
Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
It has to be Sergio Aguero, the pocket dynamo, a brilliant little player whose squat build gives him that sharper edge in redirecting his movement to escape defenders. He is one of the very, very best.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Seydou Keita. Menez. Bartra, Seydou Keita, Vermaelen, Kovacic, Roberto Baggio. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Guarín. Oh, he's broken through.
Well, that was a really awkward one for the goalkeeper to deal with.
Geoffrey Kondogbia with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Vermaelen. And he's through on goal. Big chance, must be! He's missed another one.
Well, I wonder if their profligacy will rebound on them somehow. You know, they're very much on the up here, and yet they can't convert a string of very decent opportunities.
What's your view on that goal then?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, they may have gotten the lead, but that next goal now is absolutely crucial to the complexion of this one.
So what now? Ranocchia is steaming forward. And it's Isco. Isco tries looking up for options on the left. Isco! It's in! And they are disappearing out of sight! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement. That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Herrera, can he get through? Vermaelen, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Geoffrey Kondogbia. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Geoffrey Kondogbia plays it backwards, and they'll try again. It's a loose ball. It's Isco! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, with this guy and the talent he's got, you know he's probably going to try his luck from there, but that one he didn't really get right at all.
There he is, making his presence felt.
Well, he's certainly a player I'd be more than happy to watch. Tactically, he's almost impossible to stop.
Aguero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mesut Ozil, Roberto Baggio. Piatti gets him to thwart him. Isco. Chance. They are rampant. And surely that settles it.
Wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Piatti. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Can he finish? Roberto Baggio! Ranocchia. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Isco into opposition territory. He's still going. Where to next? Can he find a finish now? It's there! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight!
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Vermaelen. Menez. Seydou Keita. Driving on now. What can they conjure from here? Palacio, he's away, chance, oh, the ball's come loose. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Seydou Keita. Try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. Kovacic. Kondogbia, can he find a finish now? Goal! They are running riot!
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Menez. Roberto Baggio. Menez. Roberto Baggio. Isco did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Isco got into a good position, but he may need to hold things up. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Really well taken goal.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable. The irresistible force today.
Roberto Baggio. Now it's Aguero. It's Aguero! Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Lovely feet. Chance! What about it?
Keylor Navas perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Vermaelen. Roberto Baggio. Menez. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Aguero. Herrera. Can he find a finish now? Oh, taken with style!
Herrera showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
Seydou Keita. Menez. Good progress he's made on the ball. And it's Isco. Isco! It's come loose! And that's past the post.
Well, he was so quick to respond to that, almost made it count. Great opportunity.
Oh, that's great stuff. Exactly what he's all about.
Well, there's no doubt that the whole team revolves around him now. He leads by example, and he's become the main pivot. Cracking player.
Piatti. Menez. Into the last quarter of an hour. Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Wonderful quick feet. Kondogbia, chance. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Bartra gets it away. You could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Bartra. Going for goal! Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Godin. Mesut Ozil. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Roberto Baggio. It's Ozil. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Seydou Keita brings it forward. balanced out on the left now. Seydou Keita tries a long pass towards the front. Now it's Aguero. A chance! Fantastic! That is classic Kun Aguero!